Hi, I'm Recruit Carroll, and welcome back to a day in the life of a Cobb County Police recruit. Lately, we've been in the classroom talking about criminal law and criminal procedure, which is they work together on how law enforcement need to handle charging criminals with crimes and working with the district attorney's office in helping them with their court cases. Starting with criminal law, we had assistant district attorneys come in from the DA's office, and they spent a week with us instructing us about criminal law, what certain actions constitute certain charges, different things like that. And then criminal procedure is all about how we as the officers carry out our actions, search warrants, talking about the Fourth Amendment, not violating people's rights, all kinds of things that fall into that umbrella of preserving citizens' rights. In criminal law, we talked about everything from simple assault to battery, homicide, the different types of murder charges that we have in the state of Georgia. We did sex crimes all the way to fraud, weapons offenses. We even talked about drugs. We covered a wide range of different charges that we would be using on a pretty normal daily basis. So we had Officer Bailey as one of our instructors for our criminal procedure class, and he wears quite a few hats around the department. He's on our SWAT team. He's an FTO, which is a field training officer. And he is also an attorney, so he's passed the bar in the state of Georgia, which is great as an instructor because he uses a combination of his police experience and his law experience to give us the best education possible when it comes to Crim Pro. One interesting thing I learned was probably about the relationship that Cobb County Police has with the district attorney's office. It was really interesting to see how while they prioritize bringing justice to the victims and their families, they really emphasized our important role of doing things in the right ways and taking the right steps to help them with that case. Because if we make one simple mistake, that could mean losing a whole case, and therefore that victim's family doesn't get any justice. Lieutenant Leo is amazing. He makes everything interesting. I know people joke that Crim Pro can be one of the toughest classes we have to take at the academy, but Lieutenant Leo backs everything up with personal stories that makes everything really easy to retain and think about it in a practical way as if we were the officer living it out, because he's using stories that are his own experience and testimony. My favorite part is just the stories. I think that's everybody's favorite part because it makes it relatable. And we get to see what law enforcement looks like. If those of us who haven't lived it before, we get a really good glimpse of how this stuff is practical and pertinent to our career. The test, it's not difficult if you study. I would say that's my best advice. These are pretty tough academic courses, and they are the building blocks of our entire career. These are important lessons for us to learn. And so the tests are going to be hard to make sure we are well equipped before we go out in the field. So just study, and I think you'll do okay. I did pretty well. Criminal law was my lowest score. It wasn't that low, but it was my lowest score I've had this so far. But criminal procedure was pretty good.